Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Thursday, January 24th, 2019 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I allow the shifting vibrations. And I just want to say thank you for my day off yesterday. I needed a break to tend to myself, to care for myself, to rest. And a few people expressed concern, and I just want to mention I usually make posts or updates. If I'm going to take off a day unannounced, I will post updates on the Gaia Blooming page. So you can always find that on Facebook, and I did a little astro write-up. So we're just in time for the biggest thing of today, which is Mercury preparing to shift into Aquarius. Now this is going hand in hand with our first Revolution Day of Sun in Aquarius. Revolution days are Uranus-ruled days. Uranus is actually the planet that rules Aquarius. So we have super high Aquarian energy incoming. To quote my wonderful, beautiful friend Maya, things will not go as planned, and this is a good thing. Going back to the energy mantra, I allow the shifting vibrations. Between all these energies, we're very attuned to the vibrational nature of things. And you know, everything is vibrational. Everything has a vibrational signal that it puts out. And one of the things I think that we're being called to do as we move into a stronger level of our soul selves is really evaluate, balance, figure out what vibrations resonate with us. Resonance is always a good word with vibrations, and what our true vibrational signature is. And as we, move about on this planet, going through the process of life, try to be as in tune and accurate with our personal vibrational signature as possible. Now, one of the things I want to say, and this goes hand in hand with Mercury finishing up at this 29th degree, which it still is as of this recording, and just a really important thing to note, even as we move forward, as we continue to have strong Capricorn energy. We've had Mercury at that 29th degree today. I know this is why I got taken out for a day, and Spirit was like, rest, chill. We're all at various places of birthing our soul selves. And so we need to hold space for where we are in that process. Sometimes it needs our full presence. I had so many revelations come through today for myself and others in just taking this day for myself. So just pay attention to that. That is going to be ongoing as these energies move through Capricorn. Capricorn does really bring us to this earthy level of things. And so sometimes on the earthly level, and especially with the moon in Virgo, bringing us to the physical body, this is what I call our virtual reality interpreter, our physical body, we need to take that time. Mercury, 29 degrees. Mercury brings mental energy. It can bring the understanding. So that's like the key. Understand. We're all at various places in birthing our souls onto this next level. Birthing our souls and bringing about like the next, what I would call golden age / new earth energy. We're all consciously or unconsciously feeding into this energy, but sometimes it needs to take you out because there's work to be done. So just hold that understanding as we shift into this next energy. With Mercury moving into Aquarius, like I said, the understanding moves from that earth level to this more air level. It brings understanding to a more mental energy. And this mental energy is going to be about focusing on that vibrational nature. One of the cards I have is the abundance card. And this is so great for Aquarius because Aquarius has the as above, so below glyph. Like that's in the sign. And this is like, pay attention to your spiritual self. I don't know if you guys can hear Lala, but she sounds like she's crying for food. which she's getting. This is about paying attention on the spiritual level and the earthly level. This is Zorba the Buddha. He's like, take time in the spiritual, take time in the physical. Aquarius wants us to bridge the gap. What is your spiritual vibrational nature? Do you understand it? Are you able to connect with it? Can you then bring that nature to your human self? Is your spiritual self understanding of your human self? Because we have to find that balance. And a lot of us can find a lot of dissonance between being on earth and being our spiritual self. So in this, we're trying to find a little harmony, a little balance. One of the things I do want to mention as well, I got this exhaustion card. With all of this mental / electrical energy, it can tire you out. Tend to your nervous system, but just be real. I mean, every day as technology grows and, the Wi-Fi and all kinds of signals are getting thrown out, now these things affect our body. So take the time to connect with your physical. That is part of that Aquarian glyph, and I cannot say that enough. Grounding in is such an important thing. So, into the other astro besides Mercury shifting into Aquarius, which will happen, by the way, Wednesday, the 23rd, tonight at 9:49 p.m. Pacific time. One more thing to mention, Mercury in Aquarius, especially at that 0 degrees, can bring about what feels like a mini Mercury retrograde. Technology may go haywire. It will shift. Be patient. It will shift. And if your technology is going haywire, again, it may be a call for you personally to slow down, connect in, tend to your nervous system. All right, so speaking of the body, we have the moon finishing up in Virgo, which can stimulate the mental energies, but is also asking us to bring our attention to your physical body. What does your physical body need? The first connection that we have is moon in Virgo squaring Venus. We have Venus in Sagittarius. Now, there may be two different thoughts about what you need in here. My feeling is listen to your body. Your body knows what you need, but be very aware of any coping tendencies that your body has used. Now, I'm good or bad? I don't know. Is this coping tendency necessary right now? It may be. Is this coping tendency keeping you wrapped in a cycle? It may be. Look beyond any addictions, look beyond any escapism to what it is you really need to tend to yourself and offer that to yourself with that energy. Moon, Trine, Pluto. Things may not go as planned, and this is a good thing. Pluto brings that transformation. It is working on that Capricorn level, so it's working on the structure level, the society level, and that may connect to your physical body. And that's the thing. It's like be the change you wish to see in the world. That really is a thing. We have to make these changes internally before we see them externally. We want the government to care for us. We want the government to give, longer maternity and all kinds of things. What are you offering to yourself? Be the change you wish to see in the world, and that means tending to your physical self, bringing yourself back to balance, which does bring me up to the next transit. The next transit is the moon shifting into Libra. Libra, the sign of balance, and that's definitely a theme in this energy. Are you balanced? Chances are no, because there's a lot of shift going on, and that last eclipse was like, whew, I still feel the impact now from it, and that's what a 0 degree eclipse will do. It will bring some of that transformation. And it's like, okay, the dust is settling, and how am I in here? And how am I showing up? So Moon in Virgo wants us to, Moon shifting into Libra wants us to show up for ourselves in balance. Find the harmony within yourself. Again, it's always tempting to set that harmony outside of ourselves, because I think sometimes we don't feel like we can give ourselves what we need. I'm telling you that is false thinking, that you can give yourself what you need. Last two things I want to talk about. We are building tomorrow, Friday, into that Mars trine Jupiter energy. Do not get taken in by the propaganda. Be very aware of what your peaceful warrior journey is on this planet. And we will get more into that in tomorrow's scope. But just a little heads up as that builds. Jupiter expands whatever it touches. So Jupiter can be expanding that Mars energy. It can be expanding your passion for doing that soul path. It can expand that frustration though. And the frustration with the world right now is at such a high level. So just be really aware to not feed into the propaganda. What is your higher vision of what's going on, and what from this higher vision are you called to do to be the change? It is an individual work of spreading your frequency, spreading your color, spreading your light, and we're all called to that. Speaking of individual, the sun is also working with Lilith, and Lilith tunes us into that part of ourselves that's willing to defy convention, that's willing to defy the status and the rules and the social structure. So you may have that calling within you to defy. Do it in a nonviolent way. Do it in a way that supports you and keeps you balanced. But just hear that call within you to do things in a way that may be different than what your family or teachers or government or, neighbors taught you. What is true to you? And just realize that may be calling. So that is it for today. I have some emails I have to tend to for reading, so I promise people I will get to you. Besides that, you can email me to book a reading. You can come join my Patreon for all of my extra work that I do, and more. I'm getting it busy in there, which makes me really happy because I have a lot to share. But besides that, you have the power always. The better it gets, the better it gets. Keep raising your personal vibration into your personal vibrational signature. And there is more than enough love in the world for you. Namaste.